How to love yourself more. Hey there, beautiful souls. Hope you are doing great. Today we have a topic that is close to everyone's heart: how to love yourself more. You are probably wondering, do I not love myself enough? And the answer is, yes, you love yourself, but probably not enough. And here is why. We have adapted to a fast-paced life, where we worry about every other thing and persons around us to the point we forgot the most important person in our lives: ourselves. Think about positive things you have done for others around you in recent times, be it family, friends, neighbors, or colleagues. Compare it with what you have willingly done for yourself. There you have it. Do you really love yourself enough? So now that I have your attention, you need to grab a cozy blanket and a warm cup of tea and make yourself comfortable as we delve into the art of understanding and embracing self-love in real life. Self-love is just a common word that only a few people actually pause to think about it, but this is not just a buzzword. It's a foundation for a fulfilling life. I am one of the people that thinks deeply about self-love and believes that before we can love others properly, we must first love ourselves. But hey, I get it. It's easier said than done. Have you ever caught yourself being your own worst critic? Remember, you're not alone. We've all been there. Before we dive deep into the practical steps, let's talk about why self-love matters. Picture this. You're a beautiful garden, and self-love is the sunlight and rain that nurtures your growth. Just as a garden thrives with care, your well-being flourishes when you prioritize self-love. It's not selfish. It's necessary for your mental, emotional, and even physical health. But then, the pertinent question is, how do I love myself more than I currently do? Embrace your imperfections. We all have flaws. The first step in the journey of loving yourself more is embracing your imperfections. We all have flaws. They make us unique and human. Instead of focusing on what you lack and the mistakes you have made, celebrate what makes you. I once met someone who was extremely self-conscious about their freckles. They spent years trying to hide them. But when they finally accepted their freckles as part of their identity, their confidence soared. Embracing imperfections can be incredibly liberating. Do not love your neighbor more than yourself. Yes, many people take the act of self-love to an absurd level, where they become very selfish and self-centered, and always want to take advantage of every situation for their selfish interest. But that doesn't mean to keep neglecting yourself or putting yourself at the expense of sacrificing your happiness or well-being for others. Even the Holy Book says, love your neighbor as yourself, not love your neighbor more than yourself. Prioritize self-care. Health is wealth. Self-love goes hand in hand with self-care. It's about nourishing your body, mind, and soul. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Health is wealth, as they say. And health, holistically, is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. There are lots of people out there who work long hours or dedicate their time to things that had them forgotten what it feels like to read a book, take a leisure stroll, or even have time to spend with family and friends. They neglected self-care for the hustling and buzzing of life to make more money and amass more wealth. Eventually, when health deterioration sets in, the amassed wealth might be useless. Exercise, meditate, eat, take good care of yourself. Always remember, the healthier you are, the greater things you can do. No is also an answer. Whenever you decide to love yourself more, there will always be someone who encroaches into your plan to impede your journey towards perfect self-love. That is why sometimes you have to set boundaries, and loving yourself also means setting boundaries. It's about respecting your own needs and not overextending to please others. Remember, saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a person that takes charge of his/her own life. Positive self-talk. You are good enough. Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'm not good enough"? I used to do that too. You see, our thoughts have immense power over our self-esteem. It is like a little hug to our gentle soul. And who doesn't need a gentle hug here and then? You need to be your own biggest cheerleader. Everyone else comes as supplementary cheerleader, because they will only have time to cheer you up when they are done with other things that are more important to them. Do you really want to wait for that? Abolish negative thoughts. Be kind to yourself. A little while ago, I started replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. I became kinder to myself than to others. Over time, I noticed a shift in my confidence and self-love. Believe this, if others deserve your kindness, you also deserve your kindness. Influence is power. Move away from negativity. Surround yourself with positivity. Whether intentionally or subconsciously, your environment, especially the people in it, may influence how you love yourself. Some people will only point out the bad in you. Some situations will only show how miserable you are, and there are instances your failure will overshadow everything else. In times like this, what you need is positivity, and there is no better way than to move far away from this environment, people, and situations. You might have to quit that job where your boss never sees the good in you, or move out from your parents' house where they always express their displeasure over your slow progress in life. What about your circle of friends that always use every opportunity to show you how far ahead they are in life without offering you any helping hands? Don't you think it is high time you found another circle that encourages you without oppressing you? Stop self-comparison. You are you. Naturally, we are all designed to be competitive, to judge our progress by how far or how good others are doing, but this can be dangerous sometimes. You will start focusing on what you lack and what others have, rather than what you have. There is no point in you wasting time comparing yourself to others because there is only you, and your path in life is for you alone. Mauricio, you might even be doing better than people you are comparing yourself with. Even before the era of the internet and social media, people only let you see what they want you to see and talk less of when the internet has pushed people into fake, extravagant lifestyles. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." You are stealing your joy when you compare yourself with others. Take a break. Life on social media is not real. Social media is the major factor responsible for self-comparison. Spending a lot of time on social media is detrimental mentally and physically. Even though knowing that most things posted there are not real, it still reconfigures us to want to replicate such a lifestyle. Moreso, the obsession with social media results in self-neglecting. You want to be the first to get the gist, repost the gossip, and comment under a post, while neglecting things that are most important in your life. Some teens and young adults are so obsessed with social media and video games to the point of forgetting personal hygiene. They lose sleep to stay online with their friends on social media. Their grades are deteriorating because they spend little to no time on something that helps their academics. The internet is a great place to learn, but reduce your screen time. Pain is constant. Master it. One of the biggest lies you will ever be told is that pain is temporal. We were all born through pain, and most will die painfully. This is to say, at every stage of our lives, we must experience pain one way or the other. Then, if it is that constant, you need to master it. Loving yourself more is not allowing pain to consume you. There are things out of human control when these things happen. Do what you can to alleviate the pain that comes with it. Trust yourself. You can make good decisions, too. Another reason you are not loving yourself enough is allowing people to make the most important decisions of your life for you. Nobody spends more time with you than yourself. Nobody sees what you think or what you do when you are all alone. Nobody knows you more than you know yourself. There is one thing you need to know. Whether someone else makes your decisions for you or you make them yourself, you are the one that will bear the consequences. Then why not take charge of your own life and make decisions for yourself? Even if the decision ends up bad, it won't be because of someone else's direct or indirect input. Process your fears. Maybe the reason you don't trust yourself enough to make good decisions for your life is that you are afraid. Like pain, fear is also a natural part of human life, so there is no running away from it. At some point, you will have to interrogate and evaluate your fears. Why are you afraid? What will happen if you face your fears? Would your life be better once you overcome this fear? If you can provide answers to all these questions, then you are a step closer to processing your fears and ultimately overcoming them. Life presents opportunities, but you can create yours. Yes, another sign of not loving yourself enough is waiting for the universe to drop an opportunity at your doorstep. The world works for those who love themselves enough to go out of their way to create opportunities for themselves. Observe the world elites, the wealthy, and the successful individuals in their respective fields, were they prepared for who they are today? Or did they just wake up one day and become who they are? Many call this caliber of people lucky, and they are right. Luck is the preparation that meets opportunity. Make your own luck. Food is life. Eat right. Some people, especially the younger generation, can spend money on everything else except quality food. Other people have the excuse of being busy to set aside time for quality food. Poor nutrition weakens the immune system, leading to other complications, oftentimes long-term complications, and ultimately untimely death. Do you love yourself enough to avoid untimely death? Set goals and achieve them. Setting goals is another form of loving yourself, more because when you set goals and accomplish them, boosts your self-confidence that you can do more. Do something. Challenge yourself and start from little goals that you can achieve in a very short time. Once that is achieved, set another bigger goal, and before you know it, you are doing great things. Appreciate the small things in life. Cultivate the habit of appreciating little things of life like sunrise and sunset, arts, laughs, beauty in people, involvement in other people's happiness, and so on. This helps you to appreciate yourself better and ease your journey towards purest self-love. Loving yourself more is a journey, not a destination. It's a commitment to treating yourself with the love and respect you deserve. So, let's embark on this journey together. Embrace your imperfections, practice self-care, set those boundaries, and shower yourself with positive self-talk. Remember, you are worthy of love from others and, most importantly, from yourself. Let's build a community rooted in self-love, supporting and inspiring each other every step of the way. Thank you for joining me today. If this video resonates with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep loving yourself and spreading the love. Take care. Take care.